Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's Thomas. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Carolina.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start, the confidence level that we see.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
To throw is Wentz. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
He's not coming. Mike, check.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
And Goedert's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They run with Thomas. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. This is Thomas. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this throw caught left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Eagles 7.
Waiting! 54, right 54. Blue day. Check nickel.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz going deep here for Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move lateral crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ford. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And able to find Kirk complete. The Carolina passing game definitely in sync. They've got another first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Let's go. Let's go. 58 right there. You ain't doing nothing back.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a give, right side. Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Wynn's going to try and throw on third. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2nd and 14. And he's going to go down again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike, 56, right there. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check 31.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
56 is the Mike. Stay with your man.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Wentz going to throw. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st down, Walls. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Watch the safety creep. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check safety. Empty, empty.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. Walls. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jim, 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 Jim. Slam, slam, slam.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Something. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Wentz to throw. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
First down, Carolina.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Panther first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Back man. Please! Rip left. Two jet. Twitch. Watch the twitch. Flag. Hey, Alpha. Mike, check.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Out to the right. He's got the tight end Waring. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, foxtrot.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. A couple of first downs as the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No.
On second down, Blackwell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
64, quick. Hey, kill it. Hey, Ford, don't kill it. Push it back.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check 52. Clean. Check 6 down.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got it. Don't be scared of it.
Looking to throw. And an alley to run. Room past the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback who'll be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They can't hang with us.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go, baby. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Hey, switch gears.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, it's Thomas. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Thomas. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.